Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday, January 28th. My name is Mike. Channel's name is Health and Wealth. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are talking about YieldMax's latest distribution announcement that came out this morning, approximately 6:55 a.m. I got an email. They said, hey, we got payments coming your way. So for me, I only have two funds in this one here, which is pretty awesome. I have Misti and I have HOIE in group 2. So that's very exciting. I'm just going to check to see if the audio is playing over here. Bear with me for a moment.
Your diplomas have aged well.
Da 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 da. Nobody's here yet anyways, but when you get here, you can fast forward a couple seconds and jump straight into the announcement. All right, we got audio. Life is looking good over here, everybody. What's up, Clive? How you doing? Welcome, buddy. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Soon to be Survivor Wednesday in about a month from today, but should be an action-packed live here. We're going to talk about all of the distribution announcements from YieldMax today. And I am excited to go over that with you. Man, I made a huge purchase today for my account, and we'll see how that pans out over the next year or two. I'll talk about it 3/4 of the way through this video. Hello. How's it going in the chat? Thanks for being here. Hopefully you guys can hit the like, the subscribe, all of that good stuff. All right, let's get into it. I'll bring my giant face down here. There's the announcement. There's all of the different distributions. I pulled up about 10 to 11 of them that we'll go into depth and talk about. I'm also going to look at the drip calculator here to see how they performed over the last, 7 months and a year. And then we'll go from there, all right? So very first one, ABNY. This is an Airbnb play, paying out 24 cents. Distribution rate is 28.76. Return of capital is 0%, so that's good. Next one, we have AIYY. So we got 13 cents for this one, 46% distribution rate, 0% return of capital, which is good. Next, we have AMDY. So this is going to be a chip play. AMD would be the underlying stock, paying out 54 cents. And so far, I'm just kind of flying through the first few here. But we'll continue on. We'll do more in depth on different ones coming up here. By the way, this is live. I'm trying a new live streaming software. So if you hit that subscribe, we probably will get a little chime on the screen, which is pretty cool to see. But I appreciate all of you being here for sure on a Wednesday afternoon. Okay, next one is AMZY for you in the US. Up here in Canada, we're going to call it AMZY or AMZ. Paying out 6 cents this week, 89% ROC. Let's take a look at AMZ ETF share price here, $13.31 over the last month, just hanging out, which is good. Now, this does pay every week, of course, right? So over the last week here, up 2.86%. That's always good, too. And then, I mean, since it's come out down 34% share price, it's just kind of filtering its way down. I want to go to the drip calculator and just kind of see what the total return on this is. A couple different ways. I want to look at it lifetime, and then I want to look at it over the last year if I can here. Let's do that. So here's its lifetime. Wow, it's pretty good, right? So it's been out for, since July 25th, 2023. And it's a total return of 82% so far. So really good. So remember, when you're looking at the share price, it's going down, but you are getting something in place of that. Is a distribution every single month. Now it's turned into every single week. The joy of this. Let's go to April the 4th until now. Because, it did have a massive dip there last year about this time. So, in the last 7-ish months here, up 36%, or total return, not up, but total return 36%. So you got to be happy with that. Big time, right? Since April 4th. So remember, look at this giant dip right here. But since then, it's climbed out of that hole and brought it back to reality. Amazon itself, over the last year, just up 2%. That's it. But they are poised for an AI run here, a robotics run. They're replacing their staff with robotics, making things more automated, reducing costs, things like that. So I just got a new T-shirt yesterday, and we're in a ping pong tournament for the year. So I got a ping pong T-shirt from Amazon. Took a couple days to get here. So you gotta love Amazon, that's for sure. So that's going to be the AMZ. We also have Aptly here, which is a play on Apple, paying out 4 cents. Aptly has not done a reverse split ever, but you can tell by how low that distribution is that their share price is going down quite a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if it did do a reverse split eventually, but Apple has been just a really good company over the last forever, 15 years, 10 years specifically. But it does have low implied volatility, which means that it definitely doesn't pay out a huge distribution. And moving this to weekly really brought it down even further. 4 cents compared to if you multiply that by 4, that would be 16 cents. It's not the proper math, but that kind of paints a picture, right? 16 cents seems a lot better than 4 cents. When it was monthly. Next, we have Babo Alibaba play here, paying out 16 cents. Not too shabby. We have a Berkshire Hathaway. We're entering into 3 weeks without Warren Buffett doing the trading. How's it doing? Well, this particular fund from YieldMax, they said it, they pronounced it, they said it out loud that it won't be a high yielder because it's a pretty boring, just flatten up stock. So paying out 12 cents there so far. 9 people here. How are you? I'm still drinking coffee at 1:52. I'm on my actual lunch break over here. So I'm still drinking coffee. I don't know if it's a good idea. Right after this, I'm going to go do a workout. Then I'm going to take some creatine, some protein powder. I hope tonight when I play pickleball, I'm not too energized for the old ladies, but I do plan on dominating the dojo. All right, next we have CONY. Now, this one is one that I keep an eye on only because I sold all of my CONYs to trade options today. I've got 2 options going. Well, I had CLSK. That one's panning out to be really good for me so far. Then I also had Open. That's the stock symbol. I was going to reopen that sold put, but it doesn't pay enough for me to care about it. So I ended up taking that $550-ish and buying a stock with it. So I'm keeping an eye on my return from the money that I took from CONY. So some of it's over at CLSK right now. That one's crushing. The other one was with Open. That did okay. I mean, I got exactly what I was looking for out of it. But now the premiums aren't as nice anymore, so I moved the cash to a stock, and I'll tell you what stock I bought in a moment here. So 30 cents for CONY. I wanted to go up top and take a look at how CONY's doing. They did do that reverse split like a month-ish ago. The reason I got rid of it is just the share price keeps dropping, and when the share price keeps dropping, so does distribution. Now, they have done the reverse split over the last month, down 13% share price. Coinbase itself down 11% in that same time. So what I would like to do with us, everybody here together, is I'm going to search coin right here. I'm also going to search CONY over here, and we'll just see how this works out for us. Let's pretend we donated $10,000 to both of them. Blue would be CONY, and the black line would be Coinbase. So this is from August 15th, 2023. I remember the day. So if you had a bought into Coinbase at the same time, you'd be up 166% on your initial investment. And then Coinbase, good, up 56% payback of what you've put into it. So you're up $5,664 if you dripped. Now, this is a really interesting one. If you didn't drip on CONY, you'd be up an extra $3,000 on top of that, right? You'd be up 83 total percent. Pretty impressive stuff. That's for sure. Now, CONY, coin. Let's change the dates to April the 4th, and then let's go from there. So April 4th was a really rough era of life. Total return of CONY since then, 56%. So you definitely got to be happy with that. I got rid of CONY probably around December of this past year. I'm curious. I do have a video on it. You guys could probably tell me. Let's say it was like mid-December I got rid of it. Oh, you know what? I didn't change the date before. Whoopsies. We're doing it live, everybody. We're doing it live. Here's December 2025. Yeah, so I'm happy I traded that away. I'd be down right now, like $1,400 if I had left it in there. Now, I didn't have $10,000 in it. I had like 1,600, but I'd be down 13%, which is cool. I mean, it's not cool at all. It's great that I got rid of it, and so far I'm up a few percentage with my my options trading that I'm using that money with. Going back to the chat here, Clive's been on break for over a year. That's what I'm talking about, Clive. Let's get me there too. Yeah, Coin's been doing really well. More sugars in the house. How are you? Welcome aboard. Glad you guys made it. My 5-year mission on CONY, yeah, I think I lasted like not even a full year. I couldn't take it anymore, Clive. I just couldn't take it anymore. The downward spiral. CRCO, this is a circle play, paying out 26 cents. We got crashed. This is a play on Tesla, fighting the upside of Tesla here. They're trying to take on the underside of it. 22 cents. We have a pretty major one here today, specifically CVNY. This is a play on Carvana, trading options with Carvana. 46-cent payout, which is pretty good. But today, Carvana got some bad news, some shorts. So if you take a look today, let's go 1 day. You can see it's down 19% in share price. So if you're a Carvana or a CVNY holder, you're having a pretty rough day over here. It looks like I'm going to go right to the stock itself. The stock itself down 19%, so they're pretty much correlated here. So you can see right here, Carvana shares drop 8.3%. Well, it's way worse than that now, following a short report. That is not good. Not good at all. What's this say? Carvana stocks drop 9% as Gotham City alleges $1 billion accounting gap. That's a big gap right there. So that's not been a good day for this at all. To the chat, does anyone still review Group 2? I think me, once in a while, whenever I get a chance, I try and get into it. I do still have 2 of these funds that I'm invested in, both mentally and physically. How about you? Anybody here have any of these funds? Which ones would you like me to go over? We're doing this live, by the way. So thank you so much for being here. If you're watching it later tonight, we did this live, so thank you very much for being here as well. What do we have? We have dips. I like my dips with chips. That's a big payout for dips. 37 cents there. Not too shabby. Dips is, they're trying to fight Nvidia. Boom, boom, uppercut, elbow, all that good stuff. So 37 cents is a good payment for dips. I'm not a fan of the underside of any of these things. Winter is the only one that's done well. Everyone else is just not good. Not good for sure. What else do we have? Disso, 5 cents, right? Underside of something. No, it isn't, right? Disso, 5 cents. That's boring. 5 cents. Dre, this is going to be your DraftKings play, 24 cents. Phoebe, interesting one. Phoebe's, I guess, implied volatility, or Facebook or Meta's implied volatility must be way low because this is paying out 6 cents per share. We got Fiat over here. This is a Coinbase underside trader here, 32 cents. Curious about that. So Fiat paid 32. CONY paid 30. That's pretty interesting. So let's go back to Coin here. Over the last 5 days. Wow, down 9% in the last 5 days. That's pretty crazy. So I can see why the underside, the one that's doing the puts on Coinbase, paid out 32 cents, but I don't see why CONY paid out 30 cents considering the share price is down 9%. I mean, if we even go to Friday. Let's go, what's Friday? The 23rd? Let's do that. 23rd. Okay. To, I don't know, the Monday before. Can I do that? I don't know. It's probably around here, right? Yeah, it's still down 9%. I don't know how they made that much money on CONY. Interesting. Got some good ones coming up here. We have Fiat paying 32 cents. We have GDXY. I wanted to take a pause on this one only because gold's been taken off lately. This is the gold miner option income strategy, paying out 28 cents here. GDXY share price in the last 5 days up 6.72%. Last month here up 16%. Last 6 months, look at that. From down here, November 4th till now, up 25% in share price. I am curious about GDXY. I think I'm just going to do it on its own up here. GDXY. Enter. This is dividendchannel.com, by the way. It's a pretty cool website where you can look at total returns. I always caution people, when you look at these stock charts, they may not look that good, but whenever you come to this, you can see their total return. This is like amount of distributions you got the whole time that you held the ETF. So you can see, wow, it's absolutely, it's not even taking names anymore. It's just gone crazy in the last few months here since November, up 97%. So if you had to drop $10,000 into this back when this came out on May 21st, of 2024, you would have almost 100% return if you chose to drip your shares that entire time. Now remember, the share price was going down quite a bit, but with this gold boom, it's going up, right? If you didn't drip, you're still up. You're still up 54% total return, but that is pretty phenomenal. You got lucky. I don't know what this is. Can I get rid of this? There we go. You got lucky with gold taken off here, but I mean, let's go back to the share price here. Let's go 1 year on this thing. Look at this all the way down to $14. I mean, I guess it's not too bad. $14.51, right around there. So actually, it hasn't done too poorly in terms of share price either. When this thing came out, it started at the 18. No, is that true? Around 20 bucks. They usually all started around 20. It says 18.96. So you're down 2% in share price since May 24th. May 24. What do you guys call May 24 in the States? We call it May 24 up here. Queen Elizabeth Day or something like that. It's a real big excuse to party. You guys have a holiday in the US in May? Let me know in the chat. Up here in Canada, we party hard on May 24. All right, next one we have on the list here is GME. GMEY. This is a GameStop play. I got out of the meme stock of GameStop a long time ago, but paying out 36 cents, 95% ROC. Then we have GOOY, GOOY, paying 10 cents. This is a Google play. HIYY, his and hers, paying 23 cents. And then we get to the next one on our bus stop here, which is HOIE, 45 cents. Robinhood, I don't believe, has done very well. My story with HOIE is that I bought just over $1,000. I think it was like $11.60 I spent on 16 shares. That's how much $11.60 bought me, 16 shares. And I'm not dripping this one. I'm just taking the cash and paying off my margin with it. I don't have a lot of, actually right now I have $0 in margin. I'm about to bump that up to 250 bucks though. So this HOIE and the Misti will pay off, and the PLTY will pay off that 250. But I just paid off the margin in full. It took me 3 weeks this time to pay off my margin in full, which cost me about $3 in interest. I think that was a great move. But as I start to move away from a lot of the high yield that pay big money into maybe a medium yield fund out there, I feel like that margin payoff is going to take longer and longer. But that's why I'm not going to use as much as I did before. I think I'm going to scale it down in half is what I'm going to do. So HOIE paying out 45 cents. Here's HOIE right here. last week. Not too bad, down 1.23%. Let's take a look at Robinhood in the last 5 days, down 2.79%. So good job, YieldMax. They did a better job than Robinhood itself in maintaining that share price. Let's do a comparison of the two here. Let's go HOIE up top, and then let's go Hood down below. Boom. And let's go from day one. Day one till now, really good. So you can see Robinhood really took off here back in May. Wow, what a climb Robinhood had. And since then, it started to work its way back down. So Robinhood is in the blue on this graph, and HOIE is on in the black on this graph here. Let's take a look at the black line because that's the one we're really here for. So you can see total returns so far since May 1st or May 8th, sorry, 59%. That's really good. If you didn't drip your shares, you'd be at 60%. They're very, very similar on these two, which is good. I got into HOIE probably around August, I would say. So I'm happy with this performance so far. My share price is down. I think my share price is at the $60 range. And so you can see right now it's down quite a bit, which I'm not happy about. But the goal with that one is just recover whatever I put in there. And then the rest is a bonus over time. Awesome. How are you guys doing, by the way, in the chat? Doing okay? Happy, again, happy Wednesday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I am pumped to be here. I want to do more content on different funds coming up here. Have been thinking strongly about getting into some NEOS funds in the future. I'm also getting into some Canadian funds. I've now maxed out the Canadian fund of HHIS. I will let it drip for a while, but it's taken up 40% of my portfolio. So I'm now taking cash and building other sections of my fund up. I've downloaded the Blossom app over here. I just have not signed into it yet with my portfolio, but I should do that soon. Are you guys on Blossom? Let me know. We'll keep it rolling over here, though. For those that are just tuning in, where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments. So JPMO is the next one, paying out 5 cents. JP Morgan, they are the anti-Bitcoin company. Jamie Morgan hates Bitcoin. For that reason, I don't like JPMO. So 5 cents, who cares? Boring. Snoring. Next, we have Morrow. This one's done pretty well this week, if I remember correctly, paying out 12 cents. Now, I'm interested in this one because Bitcoin's, how do they say in French? Comme ci, comme ça. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Hovering around that $87,000 to $89,000 mark. So Morrow is a Bitcoin miner, one of the biggest Bitcoin miners out there. Mara is its underlying stock symbol, M-A-R-A. Morrow paying out 12 cents here. Let's go take a look at how it performed over the last 5 days, down 1.39%. That's to be expected because, Bitcoin had, over the weekend specifically, a really rough weekend. Mara, over the last 5 days, down 2.35%. So good job, Morrow. Withstanding and not going down as much as the underlying stock itself. This 1037 is very interesting to me. My CLSK, which is also a Bitcoin miner, cash, what is it? It's a sold put. Expires this Friday, and it's like $12.50. I have my strike price at. This 1036 looks really interesting. I'm wondering about the volatility with it. Let's go examine, though, how these two have performed since inception. So let's go Mara up top, and we'll go Morrow down below. I always am curious about these Bitcoin miners like Riot, CLSK, Mara, see how they're performing. Wow, so it's not been good, everybody. That's for sure. Now, why? Right? Tell me why. The Backstreet Boys want to know why. I'll tell you why. It's because Bitcoin has been awful for the last 12 and a half months, right? Since the beginning of January, actually like December, let's call it 13 months. Bitcoin's not been good. It's just kind of migrating down. And neither of these have been good since inception. So if you dripped, you'd be down. Let's go with the black line here, down 49% or 53%, even worse, gross. And then total return on if you didn't drip, down wow, 53% or 37% on Morrow, right? If you didn't drip. Let's go look at this Morrow again. Give me a moment here, everybody. I'm working through. Actually, I want to look at Mara. I'm working through some feelings over here. Oof, I don't know, everybody, if that would be a good play for options. Yeah, I just don't know, right? Is Bitcoin going to go down further? Who knows? It's just hovering, isn't it? So I'm going to take a look at it, though. I'm going to see what kind of premiums it pays. I'm going to compare it to the CLSK play. I just looked. I could roll my option on CLSK and make $50 at a 20% delta. 2 weeks from now. So maybe I just stick with what I'm used to. All right, let's move on to the next one up here. This is the one that, well, actually, this is not the one I care about. MSFO, 6 cents. Yay. Then we got Misti, 37 cents. This is the one I made a major move on today. Let's take a look. Misti share price in the last 5 days down 1.87. Mr. down 2.78. Again, YieldMax has beaten the underlying stock for downside protection. Good job to the team over there. I just bought 3 more shares of Mr. today with the options money that I had set aside from CONY that I had just used on open, won that trade. But I had an extra $500 hanging around. Actually, it was like $550. So I bought 3 more shares of Mr. I'm now a proud owner of 4 shares of Mr. So if this thing goes back up to $400, that'll make me about 800. Yay. Let's go look at, I don't even want to look at Misti total return. It's not been good, everybody, right? Total return not good this year because of the price of Mr. going down. Michael Saylor continues to buy Bitcoin. Share price goes down, and they go on from there. I think he just bought some more Bitcoin today. Yay. Clive in the comments says one big change for me. I was in high yield for a year, so buying growth in new adventure, not the same rush of dividends. I completely agree with that. And actually, I'm following suit with you right there, Clive. I've bought that Mr. stock, right? So for some growth, buying some medium risk securities out there, like HHIS and the new bank stock that I just made a video on. Definitely not the same rush as a year ago, for sure. Miles says, it is a safer feeling. I've been doing the same, Clive. I only have 1 high yield left, which is Nvidi. Hey, good timing, Miles. We're about to get to it. Next one that we're going to talk about is Niffly, NFLY, Netflix play, 8 cents. Did you guys watch that skyscraper live the other night? I watched most of it, but fell asleep before we got to the top. Watched the rest of it the next morning. I won't ruin it for you. I don't know if he got to the top or not. Or did he fall to his death? I'm not sure. Not sure. You'll have to watch to find out. 8 cents on this one. Neffly right here. Share price over the last 5 days up just a hair. Last month, not so good. Let's go take a look at Netflix, down 10% in a month. Neffly down 9%. They beat it again. Oops, they beat it again. I want to look at Niffly. What are we calling this thing? On its own. 29 minutes we've been here so far. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I'm looking at Neffly total return since its inception, August the 8th of 2023. So, wow, it's been out for, a couple years now, which is pretty impressive. And so total return, 63%. Pretty awesome. What's going on, Vlad? How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for the donation to the channel yesterday. I left this office and told my other half, and she gave me permission to continue on with the channel. So I appreciate you. We only have a few more here, and then we can chit chat at the end about life. Next, we have Nvidi. Last week it paid 8 cents. This week it's paid 10 cents. I sold my Nvidi last week. Was it last week? And I bought, yeah, it was last week, and I bought HHIS with it. So I feel good about that. Nvidi paying 10 cents is, it's pretty standard for it. It's not a super volatile stock, Nvidia. And so over the last 5 days here, up 2.93%. So that's good, really good. How did Nvidia do? Let's go look it up. Boom, 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 boom. 3.69%. Nice. That's cool. 191. Man, I remember when I owned this thing at $88 not so long ago. Right around here, April 4th. I even called the bottom. Oof. Man, those were the days. I got it in the pre-market at 88 bucks. Sold it at, I think, 107 whenever the Iran bombing was happening. And that, you can see, that didn't do anything to the share price. So I'd be up over 100% from April 4th if I had have kept it then. So, yeah, there you go. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, didn't. Next, we have a really fun one here. Palantir has their earnings call, I believe, today, this afternoon after the closing bell. I skipped OARC. 21 cents. That's really good for OARC, everybody. 21 cents is decent, that's for sure. PLTY paying out 36 cents. PLTY shareholders are probably not super happy about their share price right now, but they are happy about getting distributions. They've been cooking for, a year and 3 months now. October 11th, this thing came out. Ever since then, PLTY has just been paying big dollars to their shareholders, and you got to be happy with that. Right now, Palantir working its way down 3.83% today. I am curious about a little comparison. I believe PLTR symbol will have performed better over the last, or since PLTY came out. Let's do a little comparison here. There we go. 10 grand into each. And the black line is PLTY, which is the YieldMax fund. PLTR is the other one. Wow. Right? October 8th, 2024. PLTY, you'd be up 152%. Holy smokes, everybody. That was a great purchase. I remember in the comments, 4 or 5 people said that's way too expensive. I'm not paying $51 for an ETF. Look at you now, right? And then PLTR, 299% total return. Woo! That's since October the 8th, 2024. Giving a little back right now. We'll see how they do at earnings. They always have exciting earnings. So I'm not sure how they'll do this earnings, but I believe they got more contracts, so I don't see why it's going to be bad. But maybe people's expectations are so high that they're going to sell the news. I don't know. We'll find out tonight, right? We shall find out tonight. We have a few more. PLTY, 22 cents. The Roblox play, RBLY, 21 cents. The Reddit play, RDYY. I actually just, right now, like before this video, advertise an apartment that I'm leasing out on Reddit. Funny enough, Reddit is a growing platform. So many people use Reddit for so many different things, but paying out 35 cents. Then you have your SMCI paying 9 cents. You got your SNOI, 7 cents. Tesla, I have it up on the board up top because I was curious about it. 32 cents for Tesla. Tesla is actually my arch enemy. It's reverse split itself now twice. Your shares are getting diluted. Your pie is getting smaller. There's its 5 days. Let's go look at Tesla. Down just a touch in the last month. Down just a touch. 5.41% compared to 6.77. Interesting, right? So I've never really been a huge fan of Tesla just because, I mean, if we look, the spikes on Tesla are too extreme to write calls on. And then, so when the spikes go down, you really go down in share price. So Never been a huge fan of that, but I'd be curious to see how Tesla does as a company here. Elon Musk is the king of the what if and the maybes, and stay tuned. So is auto taxi coming out, or is it coming out? Like, what's going on here? Let's make it happen, Captain. We have 3, 4, 5 more. We got TSMY paying 12 cents. Winter is an interesting one, everybody. Out of all of the inverse funds, Winter is the only one that is positive. In terms of total return, it's doing very, very well. Remember, Winter is trying to trade the dark side of MicroStrategy, known as Strategy now. And so because Strategy has gone down in share price, where did it go up here? Here it is. Over the last year, boom, Winter has capitalized on that big time. Do you see Strategy continuing to go down in share price? If so, then Winter will do well. But if you don't, and you think Strategy is going to go up in share price, then Winter will still pay you a distribution, but its share price will fail. It will go down as well. So those are things that you should know before you invest in it. Next, we have XOMO, 9 cents. XYZY, 27 cents over here. YBIT, 25 cents. And then YQQQ, paying 3 cents. So that's an inverse of the NASDAQ 100, which has absolutely cooked since April 4th of this last year. So those are all of the different funds. Let me know in the chat which ones you're in. Miles is in NVDY. Mike here, I'm in HOIE, and I'm in Misti. Those are the two that I have. What I do with those right now is I take the distributions and I pay off my margin. So right now I'm in the middle of taking the paid off margin, which was HHIS. It takes a couple days for it to transfer over to my tax-free savings account. Once that happens, I'm going to redeploy probably $250. I don't know what I'm going to buy next. I think I'm most likely going to buy this bank stock or ETF from Harvest. I am heavily contemplating investing into NEOs. I haven't started yet, but I've been very impressed by their funds and their forward progression in share price, plus paying a distribution so far. And I'm not too sure which one I want to do. Do I want to do QQQI, or maybe their SPY version, or maybe even IWMI? But they have so many different plays out there. I've started making new videos on NEOs. If you guys want to see more NEOs content, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. I can definitely do that. The bank one, let me pull up a screen and bring it over here because I've forgotten what it is already, Clive. I have such a small position in it. There could be better bank options out there if you're in Canada, because I know Hamilton also does a bank one that pays twice a month. I haven't looked at their returns or anything like that, but the bank fund that I have is HPYB. It's down in share price, that's for sure right now. Today I bought an additional 10 shares of it over here. But you know, if you believe in the Canadian banks, they've been just doing incredible things over the last year. This one's going to pay out 7 cents per share, so it's going to take, the rule of 72. It's going to take more than 4 years to get my money back on those. But is it maybe a little more safer? They call it a medium risk, so I don't know. We'll find out how it does, but. Yeah, this is the funds. This is the announcement from YieldMax over here. They, again, just so you guys know, they announced their Group 2s on Wednesdays. They have the X distribution date, which means tomorrow. The share price of all of these announced funds here should drop about the amount that we've announced, that I've announced for you right here. Plus or minus any stock fluctuation, right? So, I mean, I'll give you an example. CVNY is getting cooked today, down 20%. If that keeps going for tomorrow, or if the Carvana people come out and say, whoa, it wasn't $1 billion, then that price could come back up a little bit tomorrow, depending on what's going on. But that's something to expect tomorrow, is that these prices will come down because that's the X distribution date. If you're looking to get into funds like this, not saying these, but funds like this, investing on the X distribution date, you get an automatic discount for the next week. That's what some people do. Some people buy on pay date, things like that. So yeah, completely up to you what you do with your money. Are you a dripper, a non-dripper? I was a dripper for the first couple of years of these funds, but recently I've turned the drip off on all of them. The only fund I have drip on right now is HHIS, because I want to grow that up to, 1,000 shares and beyond. So right now that one's going to be paying me $250 a month. And then I got Misti here and HOIE paying me not as much. And then Alti paying me about $50 a week. So it's good. I'll take it. 23 people here. Holy smokes. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate the time that you provide me on these videos. And I'm so happy that I'm able to do this for you. If you enjoyed the content, the least that you can do is hit the like button for me. If you want to become a subscriber to the channel, we're trying to grow up to 25,000 human beings here over the next year. I don't know if that's going to happen. Things will have to change on the account here a little bit to make it happen, but that's a pretty long, far-fetched goal of mine. And if that happened, that would be a Christmas miracle for sure. So with your help that's watching this video right now, you too can help a small child. No, I'm just kidding. You too can help me get to 25,000 subscribers. I'm going to leave it right there, everybody. I really appreciate everything you do for me. And I'll definitely be doing some NEOS content coming up here. Somebody mentioned in my comments yesterday a fund that is more of an international fund over at NEOS. So I'm going to do that for sure. I'm not sure how these videos end, but I noticed the last couple will just end like 10 seconds early. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a really great day, and we'll talk in the comments down the road here. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Mike. Channel's name is Health and Wealth. Bye for now.